Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Naliya Tsamara Yasmin and I will present about the story of Ruth Handler, the American businesswoman and inventor, and she created a Barbie. And Ruth Mariana Moscow. She was an American businesswoman and inventor. She was studied at the Art Center School of Design in Los Angeles, and the school was focused on designing according to Ruth Handler's outstanding abilities. And she worked as a secretary at Paramount Studios after graduating from her college. And then Ruth Handler and her husband Elliot Handler opened a shop business selling jewelry and charming trinkets. But Ruth Handler was still not satisfied with her work, so she tried to create something new and unique. Although in fact the product is already quite good and in demand, but she was trying to create something more exciting. I think. Yeah. So next, the story of Mattel, or the beginning of Mattel. So Mattel is an American multinational toy manufacturing and entertainment company founded in Los Angeles by Harold Matson, Elliot Handler, and Ruth Handler in January 1945. And the company began selling pictures, frames, and later dollhouse furniture out of the scraps from those frames. And so the Mattel names is coming by combining part of their names, Matt and Elliot. But then Matson sold his share and stake to the handlers due to poor health the following year. Next. This is the story of Barbie, how she create a Barbie. So the first is doll ideas from her visit to Europe. So she got the idea for this Barbie doll while on a visit to Europe with her family, and she met a Germany doll named Bild Lilli. And the Lilli doll was based on a popular character in a satirical comic strip, I think. And the adult figure doll was exactly what Ruth had in mind, and so she purchased three dolls, and she gave one to her daughter and took the other to Mattel. And then the Lilli doll was first sold in 1955 in Germany, and although initially sold to adults, it became popular with children who enjoyed dressing it in outfits that were available separately. And 3 years later, she returned to give his best work to the general public, and she finally announced a pair of Barbie dolls with more realistic models. And the doll was named Ken, and the name Ken is from her son Kenneth, and the Barbie names is from her daughter Barbara. And after that, eventually a huge range of Barbie dolls was released with over 125 carriers, and Barbie became famous for her versatility and fashion. And the handlers added cars, sporting goods, clothing, and doll furniture to their Barbie products and are still selling well today. So next. And this is the end of Ruth Handler, and unfortunately in 1970, Ruth Handler suffered from breast cancer and had a mastectomy at that time, so she had to use fake breasts to connect her life. But in fact, the presence of this disease actually made her the creator of fake breasts under the name Nearly Me, who had obtained a patent. pattern. And these fake breasts are widely worn by women with the same problem. And until the age of 80 years, she suffered from colon cancer. Then at the age of 85, she died and left such a valuable work for everyone. So yeah, that's the history of Ruth Handler. And I will show you the picture of Barbie. This is the first Barbie and the newest Barbie. And then next, so this is the Barbie and Ken evolution. Yeah, so this is the first Barbie. It look like it's kind of like Bild Lilli. So yeah.
Hi Barbie! Hi Barbie! Hi Barbie!
As the highly anticipated Barbie movie hits theaters, let's rewind to the very beginning of the story. It all started with Mattel, the creative powerhouse behind one of the most iconic toys of all time. We're taking you behind the scenes where engineers help bring Barbie to life.
Since the first little girl ever existed, there have been dolls.
Our journey begins with Ruth Handler, the co-founder of Mattel, who was inspired by watching her daughter Barbara playing with paper dolls. But as they say, behind every great idea, there's an engineering mastermind. Jack Ryan was a former missile engineer who traded rockets for dolls. Yes, you heard that right. Jack brought his skills and passion to Mattel, forever changing the course of history. Barbie, with her twist and turn waist and fashionable outfits, was born from an engineer's creative thinking.
Today, engineers at Mattel are still revolutionizing the way that toys are born. Now they're using 3D printers.
Starts with the designers and sculptors collaborating, and then eventually it produces a digital file that we send to 3D printing to prove out both the aesthetics, the scale, but also the function, and make sure we have something that's going to be eventually a wonderful product that hits the store shelves.
Mattel not only bring dreams to life with 3D printed perfection, but they're also bridging the gap between art and science.
Barbie color reveal? What's new?
Using the magic of chemistry, the Color Reveal Barbie unleashes a kaleidoscope of hidden hues. Joining us now is Kenna O'Brien, Senior Design Manager of Barbie. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, so tell us about how the Color Reveal Barbie works.
This Barbie is very unique. It comes with a water-soluble coating, and how it works is that you take water and you fill up this tube, which was designed by our packaging partners, all the way up to a fill line. And then you take the doll, you simply insert her into the tube. Sometimes there's some spillage.
Things get messy a little bit, huh?
We say about 30 seconds of swishing. You pull her out.
Wow.
And you have revealed, and in this case, we got the kitty cat doll.
Awesome. How did this idea come to life?
So this idea came out of a brainstorm. I was a new manager on Barbie, and the team said, what if we went to the chem lab and asked them if we did a completely color change doll?
And that's where chemists come into play.
Color Barbie has water-soluble paint. Unlike conventional paint, this wash off with water.
And then we've got a second technology called thermochromic pigment, which changes color with temperature. The doll swirled around in a warm water, presenting it in its warm state. And then the child has some play after that with cold water, which creates different makeup, streaks in the hair, things like that. So that is repeat play, which is very cool.
Of course, engineers are also masterminds of playtime at Mattel, creating innovative ways to package toys that shatter preconceived notions of how unboxing is done.
We make sure that as kids are brushing her hair or changing out any kind of clothes, They may get a little rough with playing with our dolls. So a lot of our dolls go through a lot of pull testing to make sure that they can withstand that play pattern.
The creativity doesn't end there. Engineers at Mattel put their skills to the test to create a strong enough packaging that even when it's really hot inside shipping containers, the plastic packaging won't melt or warp out of shape. Speaking of plastic, here at Mattel, innovation meets environmental responsibility. And what better way to show that than with these Barbie Loves the Ocean dolls? Mechanical engineers were the key to turning recycled plastic collected from Yucatan, Mexico into an eco-friendlier Barbie doll.
Another part of making the doll recyclable is it had to use only one single material to do the whole thing. Right now in production, the regular doll uses like 4 or 5 different plastics in it. That material they recycle from the mill jugs, it's weaker than the regular plastic we use in production. So we had to really beef everything up and just re-engineer the connectors.
Another point with using the milk jugs is that, these materials are recycled. They're not made to be like toy grade. And so we had to do a lot of testing to ensure that, they can use in a toy and is safe by consumers.
Barbie isn't just any doll. Throughout history, with each new version, her story mirrored headlines, capturing the essence of the times. The first model went on display in March 1959 at the annual Toy Fair in New York City. While the U.S. was racing to land a man on the moon, astronaut Barbie beat them to it in 1965, the first of over 250 careers she would have in the next 60-plus years, including an interactive line of robotic engineers that teaches girls to code. And in the magical world of Barbie, where melodies dance and voices spring to life, this is where sound engineers at Mattel orchestrate symphonies of laughter and give each toy its unique voice.
Imagine your feelings are fluffy clouds. Now let's breathe in and out.
It's a very particular play pattern because it's actually going to walk the kid through a guided meditation and timed breathing exercises. As early as possible, we start working with the electronics engineers. The smaller the cavity of Barbie is, the smaller the speaker has to be, and the more important it is that matches. And as soon as possible, getting it onto the chip in the first shot of the body so that we can actually hear how it's going to perform.
I am strong.
As we explored the world of engineers at Mattel, we witnessed the embodiment of Ruth Handler's vision and the power of imagination and possibility. So whether you're an engineer or an enthusiast, the true essence of engineering lies not in building mere objects, but in crafting dreams that inspire us to be anything we desire, just like Barbie herself.